wanted to know how you relate to others based on astrology. Today, we're going to talk about Synastry Venus through the houses. Now, in this video, we will cover Synastry Venus in houses 1 through 6. And if you would like to see all 12 houses, that is available for our channel members below. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Hannah and welcome back, Cosmic Warriors. Before we do dive into today's video, if you want to learn more about astrology, then head on over to the Cosmic Check-In podcast. And if you would like to book a Synastry reading with myself, then go to hannahselsewhere.com. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's do this. First of all, let's explore what Venus means in relationships. Venus points to love, attraction, what we value in our relationships, the beauty we experience, the harmony we seek, how we wish to reach win-win outcomes. However, Venus can also indicate themes of jealousy, rivalry, pettiness, passive aggression, conflict avoidance, and superficiality, where we are more concerned about image than depth. In this video, we will show how another person's Venus impacts you based on where their Venus falls in your chart. But you can also read for the other way if you wish to see how you show up in someone else's chart. Now, the condition of Venus is also very important here when we think about your chart and the other person or the other people involved. When I do explain the disharmonious version of Venus, remember too things like transits, and it is not about seeing the Venus person as bad and you as the good person here. Look at both people within the relationship dynamic. And today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on love, friendship, and family. So we're not just going to focus on romantic relationships with this series, we're going to explore other types of relationships. So let's begin. If someone's Venus falls in your first house, your romantic partner or spouse will be attracted to your beauty and your style, how you appear, the way you come across, and your mannerisms. You might catch their eye right away and you get along easily due to their likability, due to how pleasant they are to be around. They will even call you the sweetest names, compliment you, perhaps flatter you a little bit, or they will be very giving and generous towards you. They might be flirty and super engaging, quite cooperative and relatable. They might even see you as marriage material, as their ideal marriage partner. And if in a marriage, your spouse seeks harmony and peace. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious position, jealousy and rivalry very possible here. You might not see eye to eye, or they might be more concerned with their ideal version of you, right? So they could be projecting their ideal version onto you. They might even see themselves within you. Or the connection you have may be quite superficial, quite surface level. It doesn't go deeper than that. Continuous approval and validation, also very likely, as well as this feeling that they only want to be around you because you make them look good. It could be a case here of not solving conflicts whenever they arise as well. So there could be those passive aggressive tendencies. Now, in a friendship, Venus here suggests that your friends like how you look. They want to spend quality time with you. There may be a bond of common aims, common goals, common interests in life, or you might appreciate the things about one another, about each other really, that are quite attractive and quite appealing. Maybe you share similar sort of styles in this regard, similar taste, and there is a feeling of mutual support and appreciation. However, if Venus is in this disharmonious position, petty competition is possible. Trying to outdo each other, one-upmanship insecurity, disrespect, copying, jealousy, unnecessary drama. They may try to make you look bad, or they might project this idealistic version onto you, which you cannot live up to. Then, in a family dynamic, Venus here suggests that said family member has encouraged you throughout your life. They have told you how beautiful you are, taught you lessons about self-worth and being kind to yourself, to value yourself, to not base your self-worth on what other people think, and to put yourself first when you need to, right? You might experience a close bond with that family member. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious condition here, you might experience rivalry with them, as if you had to compete with them growing up, or you had to compete for their love, for their affection, or like they came before you, possibly. Maybe they have tried to project their own insecurities and fears onto you throughout your life at some point. If someone's Venus falls in your second house, your romantic partner or spouse will be giving off their resources, belongings, their finances, their time, and so on. They might treat you to nice things or quite literally support you financially. They may wish to really help out, to provide for you. So this could be in many ways. For example, this could be giving you money to support you with your talents, your skills. They might also compliment you for your talents and skills, for your gifts, or they are quite open to showing you appreciation, which within itself can enhance your self-esteem. They also seek to connect with you about your core values, suggesting a connection where you feel like your values are being loved, they're being appreciated. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious position here, excessive materialism is probable, such as them using money to get their way or to cover up any of their own insecurities, fears, worries, and so on. They may feel like they are entitled to your time because they gave you something, or there could be too much of this emphasis on external validation through materials, through possessions. Could also be a case of too much comfort and not enough growth. And there could also be those possessive tendencies present here. Now, if in a friendship here, within a friendship dynamic, Venus here suggests that your friends are very giving and generous with you. They might lend you their items, share their resources, their materials with you, invite you to events and pay for your food, lend you their car. They also aim to create a comfortable and secure environment within the friendship, or they might enjoy your talents and your skills, support you for them, right? Really hype you up. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious condition here, they might steal from you, feel insecure about what you own and possess, make subtle remarks about your skills, compete with you over resources and money. They might actually like it when you struggle financially or when you really feel bad about yourself. Now, if in a family dynamic, Venus here suggests that said family member teaches you a great deal about self-worth and valuing who you are. They may pay for your lessons tied to your skills and your talents, or they might give quite generously to you, support you financially, lend you their clothes, their items, treat you to things often, really treat you to certain pleasures and comforts. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious condition, money and materials might actually be used against you, or that family member could put you down quite a bit and play on your insecurities. They might possibly debate with you about your values and your personal space and comforts. Love then may be conditional. If someone's Venus falls in your third house, your romantic partner or spouse will be attracted to how your mind works, how well you articulate yourself, the words you say, and how you share information. They may truly value what you have to say. They are attracted to your smarts, your logic, your wit. Maybe they compliment you by saying, "You're so smart." Could also be a case of them aiming to cooperate with you intellectually, really see where you're coming from. They seek to connect with you on topics and subjects that you both enjoy. Maybe you like to watch the same shows, the same media, or they are genuinely interested in what you have to contribute, what you have to share. They might also get along with your siblings and really make the effort. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious position or condition, this is where we notice clashes in agreement, a lack of effective communication due to little listening and due to misunderstanding. Pettiness is likely, or they might be envious of your communication and your mind, as if they wish they had what you have intellectually. They might use subtle digs to put you down and to devalue your words. Subtle manipulation may also be involved. If this is within a friendship dynamic, Venus here suggests that your friends truly value what you have to say. They listen intently, they seek to see where you're coming from, and they cooperate. You may feel heard and understood by your friend. You can laugh together, share stories together, be very engaging. Your friend may feel comfortable sharing about their life with you. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious condition, this is where we see the pettiness, the judgment, devaluation, or it is that they are conflict avoidant. They gossip about you. They gossip about you behind your back instead of bringing up unresolved issues to your face. And the conversations you have may also be really surface level. And if this is within a family setting, Venus here suggests that said family member listens to you well, they support your education, they want to see you doing well, they have a genuine interest in the stories you share about your life, about what happened in school, who you hung out with last night, whatever it is. They may teach you a great deal as well, or come across as quite kind and thoughtful. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious condition, said family member may lack the skills, the social skills to really listen and to learn from you too. They may really struggle to connect with your words the way you need them to. Perhaps they change the subject when faced with the reality of a situation, or they try to outdo you intellectually. I hope you are enjoying this video so far, and if you are, then please be sure to subscribe and give the video a like. And if you would like to learn more about astrology, then you can always pick up a copy of my astrology cheat sheets. The links to those products are down below. Thank you so much. Now, if someone's Venus falls in your 4th house, your romantic partner or spouse will be attracted to your emotional support, your empathy, your understanding. Perhaps they admire the emotional security you offer the relationship, or they invite you to hang out with their family. They like that you make the effort to get along well with their family. They might also open up about their family with you, share things that they haven't shared with others easily. Maybe you move in together pretty early on, or you hope to live together and settle down, possibly raise a family together, right? They see a future with you. They might also seek a harmonious home environment with you, somewhere where they feel safe and supported and protected. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious condition here, addressing certain issues head on becomes a challenge. Perhaps certain subjects are kept in without resolve, or passive aggressive tendencies play out. Nobody is willing to address the elephant in the room. They might like the idea of raising a family together, but they are unwilling to see the flaws. In a friendship dynamic, Venus here suggests that your friends aim to get along with your family and you with theirs. Maybe you spend some time with your family's friend or with your friend's family. They welcome you in with open arms, right? They're very inviting, they're very accommodating. You feel comfortable and safe to share and open up with them about your feelings and about your emotions. And so there is that emotional support present within your friendship. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious spot here, again, we see the avoidance, the conflict avoidance, the not facing the truth regarding how you both feel within the friendship. We also see subtle digs, emotional and passive aggressive digs, potential rivalry regarding family, home, and your living conditions. Now, in a family dynamic, Venus here suggests that said family member aims to support you and to nurture you. They want to keep you safe and protected, and they show their love and care for you within the family home. You might also inherit their looks, their appearance, their attractiveness, or they might guide you emotionally in ways that they know how. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious condition, said family member may lack the emotional capacity. They may lack the emotional skills to support you, to provide for your emotional needs. They might not be the most warm and soft and comfortable person, not so tender and nurturing towards your emotional needs, because maybe they would avoid issues that needed to be sorted out for their own safety and their protection. It's like they weren't shown how to do that themselves, and so it's being passed on to you. Okay, so if someone's Venus falls in your 5th house, your romantic partner or spouse will be quite playful and flirtatious with you. They enjoy going on dates and they often show you kind and romantic gestures. They show genuine appreciation for your artistic abilities and gifts, for your creative passions, interests, and for your creative spirit. They also value your self-expression and your individuality. They like how you express yourself, admire your childlike qualities, enjoy that you can be childlike and playful together. They might even aim to have children with you, or they are willing to explore new hobbies and interests with you. They see the beauty in your art and your youthful energy. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious spot, well, this is where we see the rivalry of Venus play out when dating, when expressing and showing love. The tit for tat. We see jealousy regarding attention, admiration, and your creativity. Like they need to devalue your individuality and self-expression because it makes them feel uncomfortable about themselves. They may make subtle remarks about your interests, right? About the interests that you really, really enjoy. Now, in a friendship, Venus here suggests that your friends admire what you create and produce, how you show love. They embrace your individuality and they compliment you for it. They like your overall personality and your overall presence, and they want to share in your joy, in your happiness. They want to see you happy and thriving in life, and they may also admire you for your passions. They are also quite accepting of your romantic partners, and they want to see you happy in love. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious condition, we see the jealousy regarding your creativity, the diminishing of your joy, the insecurity tied to your self-expression, their insecurity, really. We see here that they must tear you down to feel better about themselves. It's like when you get happy, they get annoyed about that. But when you're sad, they're happy. And they actually might try to compete with you in really subtle, manipulative ways here. Now, in a family dynamic, Venus here suggests that said family member seeks to have fun with you, experience joyful moments with you. They do things that put a smile on your face. They're supportive of your creativity, your hobbies, your art. Maybe they spend their time off with you. They make time to play with you. I'm just going to say here, I do remember that my father, I'm pretty sure that his Venus he was born with Venus in Sagittarius, meaning that his secondary progressed Venus moved into Capricorn throughout his life. And then I've got the Capricorn in the 5th house, so that secondary progressed Venus for him would have fallen into my 5th house. And what I'm saying describes my father very, very well. Okay, however, here's the other thing. If Venus is in a disharmonious spot, said family member may feel threatened by your creativity, by your passions, by your interests. They may even compete with you for the spotlight, for the attention to be on them. They might even disapprove of your romantic relationships and feel a sense of entitlement. All right, so if someone's Venus falls into your 6th house, your romantic partner or spouse in this case might get some form of enjoyment from assisting you with your day-to-day stuff. Interestingly here, as if they don't mind running errands together, helping you around the house with daily tasks and responsibilities, maybe because they like being with you, spending time together, or they might admire your work ethic, your dedication, how you manage your day-to-day activities, the order in which you tackle daily tasks as well. Maybe they like your hygiene, your cleanliness, how you look after yourself, your body, your health. Maybe they often ask you for practical tips or for food and exercise advice. They find your routines to be pleasant and appealing. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious condition, this is where we see the conflict avoidance stuff when issues arise throughout the day regarding your daily routines. Could also be a feeling of all go and not enough time for each other, as if work comes first or emotional issues are not addressed. Your relationship becomes more focused on duties and tasks, or maybe you act in passive-aggressive ways about daily matters when you feel dissatisfied, displeased. Now, in a friendship, Venus here suggests that your friends admire your dedication and your skills. Maybe they offer to help you out, or they offer their own tips and advice. They make you feel appreciated for your way of attending to the day-to-day. Maybe you work out together, you challenge yourselves, make time within your schedule for each other. Maybe you even meet a few friends through work or within a workplace setting. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious spot, there may be rivalry at work if you do work together. Or there could be this feeling of being watched and criticized by one another. Or maybe you do not face issues, so you avoid to keep the pace, which then ends up having a negative effect on your health. You may not even feel loved or appreciated for how you help, how you assist. Now, in a family dynamic here, Venus suggests that said family member shows you appreciation for helping out around the house, for your assistance. They behave in pleasant ways regarding your daily tasks and duties. They value how you do things, and they help you with developing your skills and routines. They guide you in kind and affectionate ways when it comes to your habits and skills. However, if Venus is in a disharmonious spot, said family member may criticize you harshly or use manipulative tactics to get you to do things their way. They might even be overly harsh and critical, or they might see you as someone who does things for them. Okay then, Cosmic Warriors, so that concludes houses 1 through 6. So if you did enjoy learning about Venus through the houses in Synastry, the full 12 house video is available exclusively for members. So look into the Cosmic Warriors Club. You'll get access to all member-only videos over there. So to join, just click the join button below. But in the meantime, I hope this video taught you more about Synastry. Thank you so much for watching. Certainly stay tuned for more, everyone. Give the video a like if you liked it today. Subscribe for more, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!